I like everything that this verification is providing, other than the one part of that it's a monthly subscription and you have to pay for it. I do think it's something though that the things incorporated into this verification, I feel like should already be a part of these platforms and not necessarily something that we should have to pay extra for on social media. Hi friends, welcome back to the podcast. I'm a little fancy here and a little blazer if you're watching on YouTube. I recently just got this from Zara for a little brand photo shoot and I'm digging it. I've really been digging the neutral, simple vibes, so feeling good. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this little series and businessy short podcast going with another hot topic, as I'm just loving giving my feedback to new features that have been coming out. I did a whole episode on AI and new Canva features and Instagram features. I did a whole episode on Lemon 8 and my feedback there. And today we're talking about the Meta verification. Specifically, we're going to talk about for Instagram. Obviously, Meta is like Facebook and Instagram, but I wanted to share my thoughts on the Meta verification and just to have this be a space where people can learn about it, hear if it's something they want to do, if they don't want to do, hear kind of just like both sides of the equation. So I've been hearing about the Meta verification for a while. Obviously, having a blue check mark was kind of something that was coveted, that people wanted, and now it's being able to reach pretty much whoever wants it, which is nice. Or it's kind of like an exclusive thing that you have to apply for, but now it's accessible to anyone, which is pretty cool. There are some things I'm gonna go into here as I've been doing more and more research on it, on just specific specifications and things. But I have been seeing a ton of people get verified, and personally, I haven't done it yet, as again, I've been doing a lot of research and just trying to see if it's, the best decision I want to do. And I think that's important with anything, is do your research. But I'm just gonna tell you my overall thoughts, the good and the bad, and you can make your own, educated decision from there. So let's just give the laydown on what it is and what it includes and all of that. So basically, Meta verification is not only giving you that blue check mark next to your handle that I'm sure just feels amazing, but it's also Meta's way of providing you with some benefits. Now, overall, I like everything that this verification is providing, other than the one part of that it's a monthly subscription and you have to pay for it. Now, I understand from a business perspective, I'm sure in terms of people working on the measures that are included in this, you have to cover, employee costs and all of those things, I understand. I do think it's something though that the things incorporated into this verification, I feel like should already be a part of these platforms and not necessarily something that we should have to pay extra for on social media. So that's my one big thing with this, which is the main reason why I haven't really taken action on it, and why, I'm just that's my only thing where I'm a little iffy on it. Other than that, everything that's included from the verification, again, are things we've been asking for and are things that I think are important. So I'm gonna give what it includes. I'm going to read some of this off of Meta exactly because it is their words and terminology. So the first thing that you would have to do is authenticate your account with a government ID. So this means that it has to match the name on your Facebook and Instagram, has to be like the same in terms of like birthday and everything. So where I can see this getting a little tricky is if it's a big company and you have to match someone's like name with the profile to the ID. And once you get verified, it's pretty much set how it is. You can't like go in and change your name unless you go through the verification process again. So that's something I've been hearing like feedback from some people in terms of like what their now name is on their profile. So they do have to obviously verify your identity through providing your ID. So what it includes is proactive account protection. So this is huge in terms of we've seen a lot of accounts getting hacked, right? People losing their accounts entirely, not being able to get your account back. So what this verification does is your account will be proactively monitored to be safe and secure. So I think obviously that is great, that is amazing, but I do think it's something that should already be happening. Also, it includes account and support, which hallelujah, because being able to reach anyone for support for Instagram and Facebook is near impossible. So it seems with this verification that you're able to access account and support quickly and when you need it, and getting more of that high level support. I'm sure this again is where they need to hire people to be customer support, and I'm sure that's a reason why you have to pay for it. Also, they say that it can help increase your visibility and reach. I've heard that people haven't necessarily seen that yet. I'm not sure how that necessarily works in terms of the back end and the algorithm or anything like that. So that's something where people are like, I'm not sure if this is like actually happening. I'm not sure what the actual data is for that. So again, I think we don't quite know enough information to be able to tell if that's like a true benefit yet. They also say there's like exclusive features. Again, a lot of people are not really sure like what that entails exactly. I haven't heard of any big exclusive features for this verification yet. So I want to read a little info off of Meta itself. So basically it's saying to be eligible that you must meet minimum activity requirements such as, posting prior and be at least 18 years old. And like I said, you have to give a government ID that matches the profile name and photo of the Facebook or Instagram account that you're applying for, as well as a selfie video. And so it says subscriptions will include that proactive monitoring for account impersonation. So that is straight from the website. It lists out the other features, and then also the part on once your profile is verified, you can't change the profile name, username, date of birth, or photo on your profile without going through the Meta verified subscription and application process again. So pros and cons, I think we see here. Obviously, I'm totally for having your account protected. Getting access to that support is just absolutely huge. If you've ever dealt with trying to get through to support, oh my God, it's a headache. On the flip side of it, having to pay for these features and not really sure what it looks like in terms of increased reach and visibility and exclusive features. I think those are things that hopefully we will be getting more information about. But so far, that's what Meta Verified is about. That's overall my thought on it, and I'm still not sure if I want to do it. I think what it's going to come to is most people are just going to become verified, which I think is really cool. So I do think it's something that down the road I will do. I just feel like I want to gain a little bit more information on it and also be able to direct clients in terms of if they are a bigger company, it's not just one person, how could they still become verified, right? So that's my thoughts, that's my spiel. Let me know if you've gone through the process, what your thoughts are. Are you against it? Are you loving it? Let me know. And if you've loved these types of episodes, if you could follow, subscribe, leave a comment, a review, anything helps me so much.